Good morning from Disney's Hollywood Studios. We are here today because I was able to get a boarding pass for Rise of the Resistance.
I'm so excited.
Yay! So one thing that I'm interested to find out is Jackson had a doctor's appointment this morning. So we are a little bit behind this morning, and I think our boarding group has already been called.
We were number 21.
Yeah.
And the park has been open for maybe like 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
So we want to see if we are allowed to use our boarding group. Can we get in? But also I want to see how they do the rider swap.
Yeah.
So.
And then also there's a hot dog menu.
I forgot about that.
The hot dog menu. We're going to be trying some hot dogs today.
So many of you guys sent the hot dog menu to me. So I know you're excited to see it.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it.
Me too. It's getting a little bit windy out today. The camera strap's blowing around everywhere.
Yeah.
So let's head inside. Also, no more temperature checks, so we're going a different way into the park. And then we're gonna go inside, ride Rise of the Resistance, eat some hot dogs.
This will only be my second time riding it.
Oh yeah. All right, this is interesting. It says, the entry window for your group has expired. Please check the My Queue screen for current entry information. This is the My Queue screen. But, all right, so now we are trying to make our way back to Rise of the Resistance in a quick fashion. But I wanted to give an update on the crowd level here. It doesn't look too bad today. I'm trying to see what Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is for wait times. I don't see a sign just yet. I see the end of the line is kind of over there to the right of the building. Looks like the sign says it's about a 60-minute wait, which we have learned from other rides that might not mean 60 minutes, might be less. All right, we're on our way back into the Galaxy's Edge. Let's see how it looks. We'll find out if we can get on Rise of the Resistance. We are here at Star Wars Rise of the Resistance entrance. Seems like a lot of people are heading in with us as well. So I think we have to get our magic band scanned and they have to check our boarding group on our phone. So they just scanned our magic bands. They didn't even need to see our phone. And we are good to go. So who's riding first? Jen, you're riding first? Or am I riding first?
You can ride first,
okay.
I'll wait.
Yeah, excellent. And
I'm so excited.
all right, so you are all set. So you will enter through the line on the left over here, and I'll let you guys up right over here. When you guys switch, you'll check in at this rope right here. You'll get to right back here.
Okay.
When do I come back?
When I come out.
Oh, so I just wait for you to come out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, the exit is going to be right over here. So feel free to find a spot in the shade.
Do you know about how long it'll take them to get through the line?
Through the line plus the attraction will be about 30 to 40.
So that was super easy. We just scanned our magic bands. We didn't even have to explain why we were late or anything like that. Turned green, they let us into line, and then we went over and we did the rider swap, and Jen scanned her magic band, and we asked how long it should take me to get through the line and the ride. She said about 30 or 40 minutes. So I think Jen might go off, use the bathroom, maybe grab a bite to eat while I'm riding the ride, and then I'll do the same thing while she's riding the ride. Should be pretty easy.
So while Daddy's on the ride, we just found a little bench with an umbrella, and we're having some grapies, huh? Are we having some grapes? We brought Jackson's lunch. So I think they said that Tim might be on the ride for up to 30 to 40 minutes. We're just gonna hang out here and kind of wait for him since I got a shaded spot. I'm gonna kind of camp out here for a minute. And then we might maybe try to look at some stuff in a gift shop and get some AC. What do you think? You're just eating those grapes. Just graping it up. So far the child swap or the rider swap has been pretty okay, but I will say that Universal's rider swap is a lot better because they have a dedicated room at each attraction. So you're in the AC. They sometimes will have like a TV with, you know, like a movie or a show playing. It's a little bit more entertaining, I think, for the little ones, but that's what we're doing right now. So here's a fun game that we've been playing. Throwing our water bottle everywhere. Is that so fun? I will say that the spot that we found under this umbrella is fantastic. It's like 15 degrees cooler under here than it is outside. So highly recommend grabbing one of these little, they're like cargo boxes with umbrellas above you. They have some without umbrellas, but if you can snag one with an umbrella, this is great.
I'd like to see what all is happening here with the line. Like if there's plexiglass dividers, if there is a pre-show, if there's not a pre-show, if there's the second pre-show, because this ride has like 3 pre-shows. So you go into the room with Rey and BB-8, and then you go into the troop transport, and then you go into the Imperial cruiser, like you get captured, and then you go on the ride to like try to escape. So we'll see what happens. There is still plexiglass in the queue, and there is still distancing markings. Side note, there are some folks in ECVs ahead of me and behind me, and they are having no trouble navigating the queue, even though there's a lot of switchbacks. Still, the theming in this queue is amazing. So many little details to look at. Like these clay pots in the wall. What do you think they're from? What's the history behind them? Why is there a bench here? Everybody's flight suits and flight helmets. Should also be noted, we've been moving along pretty much the entire time I've been in this queue. So this suit was meant for somebody that could not survive in the air, maybe like an animal or alien that needs water. How do they get to it? Hello. All right, so we do not get the first pre-show, and we do not get the second pre-show. We are going down this hallway over here that says ground crew only. And then into a unthemed gray-green hallway with an earth fire extinguisher. And then we're on a spaceship. Space. How did we even get here? I'm confused. Seems like they're trying to get it moving or something. All right, we're doing it. So there are still plexiglass dividers in the queue, and we do know that that hinders some airflow, so it's a little bit worse to have the plexiglass dividers still. It's been a while since we've been on this ride. Miss it. Super fun.
Single file line, follow on.
Enemies of the First Order, we will soon snuff out your meager resistance. You chose the wrong side, and now you will pay. The resistance prisoners.
You have what I want. You know the location of the secret base, and I will take it from you. Keep the prisoners here. I will return to finish this personally.
We're with the resistance right here to rescue the blue and red ball by solar orange. Let's go, let's go!
Oh, somebody really cut through that. Doing it.
Wait, you're still here? I was coming back with an attack force. Get to the escape pods now!
So these vehicles still have plexiglass in between the rows. So right now, because we're in the front row, we have a little bit better view than the people behind us. Look at the detail around where they cut through the wall.
Take this corridor to the turbo lift, then head down to the escape pod base. Those droids are programmed to return you to Batu.
For your safety, stay seated.
We're going backwards.
Six
Where are we
arms,
going?
feet and legs inside the transport and supervise your children.
Oh, so many transports.
There's a clear path to the turbo lifts at the end of the hallway. Turn right.
Oh, he's not going up or down.
Road droid. You're lucky it didn't spot you. Take those turbo lifts and stay out of trouble. Hey, get
on the rise. Yes, we are.
Find an alternate route. Who picked these two droids anyway?
If anyone's packing a blast off, now's a good time. The escape pods are full! Wait, why are you going up? I said down, up is bad. Up is real bad.
Oh no, sorry. Nice evasive maneuver.
The resistance will attempt to rescue the prisoners. Raise the shields!
I see no evidence.
The prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless. There's nowhere to run.
Oh no. Kylo. Oh goodness. Let's get out of here. These aren't moving either? Oh no. Oh dear.
All resistance personnel, abandon ship.
There's no escape. You will tell me the location of the secret base, and then I will destroy you and the resistance.
Alright, you guys ready? I like that you can see little blocks on the floor. Alright, here we go. sorry.
Your escape pods came in a little off target. Ground crews will meet you outside the wreck.
Nice job, recruits. Not what you signed on for, but hey, you're resistance now. I need eyes on Beck.
Where's the lieutenant?
He's right there. I can see him.
Tracking that pod of the wreckage, sir.
Great job, recruits. Thanks to your heroism, the location of the resistance base is secure.
We did it.
Bravo!
Nice
Yes,
work.
R5, you too.
Yeah, you did great, R5. I like that we can see the moon during the day right now.
Oh my god, scared me. Why didn't you tell me you were done? Oh, you did. Oh no, I'm sorry, I was feeding them. All right, so Buddy and Daddy are gonna finish lunch, and I'm gonna show you guys like where you go in for the rider swap and like how you do it. So let's go do that. I'm very excited to ride it. Okay, I'll miss you guys.
Say bye, Mommy.
Are you gonna stay here?
We'll be right here.
Okay, should I bring my phone? I got my phone.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm so nervous to go without you.
You'll be okay.
Okay, I hope Kylo doesn't get me.
He probably won't. Hey guys, Future Tim here. Just wanted to pop in real quick and point something out. While we were editing, we realized that Jen actually did get to see both pre-shows that I didn't get to see with Rey and BB-8 and then the transport ship that I bypassed through the gray hallway. So she didn't even get to see the gray hallway. She got the full experience, whereas I only got, I would say, probably half the experience because I didn't get the two pre-shows. And the interesting thing was that we only rode the ride like 30 minutes apart. So it just goes to show, it's such an advanced ride, you never really know what ride you're gonna get.
So I just wanted to mention this really quick too, is that you'll see this in a second, but I filmed the back of the transport ship.
Like facing backwards in the transport ship.
Yeah, as if I was in the back of the ship taking off. I showed you like the tail end of the ride. So I did that because I thought Tim filmed the front video part of the transport ship.
Right, facing forward.
Right.
But I didn't even go into the transport ship.
But I didn't know that. So that's why I filmed the back end of it. Which honestly I think is a cool...
Yeah, it's a cool perspective.
For sure, yeah. So here you go. So you can check out my portion of the queue. I'm not going to show my part of the ride because I got the exact same ride through. But the queue was totally different for me. Okay, so I just came in at the spot where we kind of broke off here. So we had our band scanned over here. I left this way. That's the entrance there. And then this is where I come back and have my band scanned again. Hi! I'm doing the rider swap. Okay.
Perfect, and good luck on your mission.
Thank you so much, thank you. All right, so here I go. And I think this is a different line than the regular line, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to ask Tim when I get back. I've never done this before. This is all new to me. So we are going back. There's all these like impressions in the rock, like all these carvings in the rocks. They still have the 6-foot distance markers. And of course you do have to wear your mask all the way through the ride and the queue, even though we were outdoors for part of it. So there you go, masks on. Ooh, it's very dark in here. I'm sorry, you can't see me, but I'm smiling so huge. I'm so excited right now. Hello, what did you have here? Just one. Okay. And then there's this cool screen right here. And then this is the door that I'm waiting to go into, and I'm just standing on this cool metal mat. So we're going into the next room. Oh, there's BB-8.
The Resistance desperately needs your help in our fight against Kylo Ren and the First Order. It is vital that you keep the location of the Bakara base secret.
Stand clear. Jet doors opening now.
Let's go! Let's go!
Initiate pre-flight sequence on Deck 3 for Bakara. Affirmative. Deck 3, you are clear for launch.
Run back side to side, let's go! All the way up.
I'm getting a high reading on the fuel pressure line.
So I chose to hang out in the back.
Launch.
That's where we just were.
Lieutenant Beck, I have been tasked with getting you to Bakara.
Let's get ready to make that jump to light speed on my mark.
We're picking up an unusual signal.
Yeah, I see it. We'll check it out. BB-8, what do you got? We got company. First Order TIE fighters.
Where are all those TIE fighters coming from? Star Destroyers.
Get out
vessel. By whose authority are we being detained?
By the authority of the First Order, resistance scum.
They'll want the location of our secret base. Tell them nothing. The future of the resistance is at stake. I have a bad feeling about this. Stand back from those doors.
Oh, the door's opened.
This vessel is now under the control of the First Order. You will disembark and continue down the corridor on the right to be processed for interrogation. Starting with that there, go.
So it seems like if you're in the back of the ship where I was standing, you get boarded into this room first. Little tip for you. Wow. Sorry. Okay. And now we're headed into this room. The plexiglass is still up between the rows. Seems like if you go to the left, you're waiting a little bit less. We are starting to move, I think, to the next room. I can't remember. It's only my second time writing it, so I'm kind of like lost. I also have to say it's really weird to ride this without Tim. Oh yeah, we're headed into this room. I think this is like the prison. I also wonder how they're gonna seat me because I'm just a single person. So I wonder if I'll have a row to myself? Probably not. And they are doing a height check here with a child, so they do it mid-ride as well as at the beginning of the ride.
Follow this line, stop the sanitizer, how many are we? Follow this line, keep your distance, how many are we?
So I'm going to follow this line right here and keep my distance from the party in front of me, he says. Wow. Pretty ominous. I have to say this is such an efficient line style that they do here. So they are going to sit me with the party of 2 that I'm standing behind here. So I'll be sitting with them. So we'll be assigned to our circle color inside the ride. So you have to remember, we are silver. Right, so there will be a chair between us. So we are separated by 1 chair of the ride vehicle. So we're not directly next to each other. But I think he said we'll be front row, which is exciting.
Yes, General.
All right, so from this point on, my ride was identical to Tim's. I just really wanted to leave in my queue portion of the ride because I had a completely different experience than Tim did. And we just thought it was so interesting because I wrote it only 30 minutes after him. So it just goes to show you really can have a completely different experience being in different boarding groups or even just writing it within the same boarding group, but just a few minutes later. So because the rest of my ride through was identical to Tim's, I'm gonna go ahead and cut to me getting off the ride. So let's check that out. I'm all done. That was amazing. Here's a themed trash can. What does this say? Can anybody read this? Does it just say trash can? So now I'm just off to find Tim. Hopefully he's in the same spot that I left him in, but we shall see.
All right, Mommy's off of Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah.
Now, we're headed to get some hot dogs. Ooh. How many hot dogs are you gonna eat?
Just maybe half of one.
Okay, I'm gonna eat 6.
We've gotten some comments from people wanting to know, can you eat healthy while you're here? So I want to try to do that and see if we can.
With hot dogs.
Maybe today's not the day to do it. But I'll have half of a hot dog.
Okay.
I'll probably have a whole one. Let's be real.
All right, now we are down by the Tower of Terror, and I placed my mobile order for Fairfax Fair, which is just out in front of it, this blue sign over here. Got some hot dogs. Yes. Lots and lots of delicious looking hot dogs. I got the California BLTA dog. Jen got the Chicago style quote unquote hot dog salad. And then of course we got the snacking cookie. So this is called the California BLTA dog, all beef quarter-pound hot dog, topped with lettuce, tomato, avocado, applewood bacon, crushed ranch tortilla chips, and house-made black pepper mayonnaise on a brioche butter bun, served with pickled vegetables. I feel like that's probably the most random thing to add on the side. They're like, here's some pickled vegetables. Jen got the Chicago-style quote-unquote hot dog salad. Romaine blend, plant-based bratwurst, sliced sport peppers, tomatoes, onions, house-made dill pickle, sweet relish, mustard, and poppy and celery seed brioche croutons tossed in neon green relish vinaigrette. A pretty wild description. And then for dessert, we got the snacking sandwich cookie, which is fluffy vanilla marshmallow sandwiched between pretzel and potato chip shortbread cookies covered in dark chocolate and sea salt with some crumbled pretzel and potato chips on it. And then we got on the side just some Parmesan chips. Looks like a pretty good meal. This hot dog, although it's big and fat, does not look as big as I thought it was going to be. By the fact that there's so much blank space on the tray here, it almost looks like they thought it was going to be bigger too. I'm really excited to see what you think of this salad though.
I just want to get a little bite of this plant-based sausage to kind of see the flavor of that, because I don't think I've had any plant-based sausage at the park yet.
Oh, it's real good.
It has a very like mild sausage flavor, but it has a very good sausage texture.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay. I'm going to take one bite first and not give a reaction because I need to get into the actual toppings. I will say the bun is very like folly party down here. The avocado is surprising in there. And when I say surprising, it's surprisingly good. It's almost like having like a topping, like a mayonnaise or a ketchup or a mustard, but like avocado flavored. It's really good. I would eat this again. I do kind of wish there was more topping, but the topping that's on this is really good. This is fantastic. I would eat this hot dog every time I come to the park. Like, I'm in love with this hot dog. All right, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that's the second best hot dog I've had on property. Oh, yeah. The first being the King Dog at Disney Springs. That was phenomenal. This was good. I don't think it needed the Doritos, like the crushed up Doritos on it. I don't know that they really added anything to the flavor.
I want to get the King Dog again.
Yeah, it was really good. These are those pickled vegetables. This is really good.
I want to try some of that.
Yeah. It's got, oh, it's spicy too. Oh, it's got jalapenos. It's got cauliflower. It's got carrots. It's got celery. Woo. It's got jalapeno seeds in it.
I love it.
It's got a kick. Be warned. The salad's spicy. And also oily.
Now it's my turn. Sorry for the weird angle. We always forget to bring the tripod, so the angle is always just whatever we can prop the camera up on. In this case, it's our phones. So I'm gonna try the pickled vegetables. This is delicious. Wow. It's got a, I think my favorite part is the cauliflower, and I love the carrots. There's some red pepper in there.
Real quick, look at how much seasoning is on this one potato chip.
It is very oily. It's in an oil. Man, can you order just that salad, just those pickled vegetable salad?
I don't know, I'll have to look on the menu.
Because I love that. And I do like my salad. I think I would next time, if I could, I would order it without the neon relish. So it is very spicy, my tongue is burning. But I think that next time I would order the salad without the neon green relish. It's just not my favorite flavor. It's kind of sweet, but everything else is delicious. And I like the idea of a hot dog salad. It's kind of like a less guilty way to eat a hot dog. I'd be curious though, how many calories are in this salad compared to your hot dog? I'm sure there's less, but how much less? And I do really like these little sport peppers. They're not super spicy, they just give it a nice little kick. But I wish they would cut the stem off. It makes it kind of hard to eat because the stem is still attached and it's hard to cut through with a little plastic knife.
So everybody around us just erupted in cheering, and I said, it's 1 o'clock, isn't it? That means that people were trying to get their Rise of the Resistance boarding pass, and some people got it. People were high-fiving, people were cheering. It was very exciting.
This is what's left of my salad. I have to say, the only thing that's really left is the neon green relish. It wasn't great, it wasn't my favorite, but I liked everything else. I don't know that I would order that again over a regular hot dog.
Right.
But I'm glad that I tried it.
My hot dog was really good.
Well, what the heck, you just rubbing it in?
No, I'm just trying to like let you know the next time.
Okay. So, but I am excited for this, the snacking sandwich. All right, I'm gonna try the snacking sandwich. Gotta say, it looks pretty darn delicious. I don't know how I'm gonna, like, I don't love marshmallow this much. Like, the whole inside is marshmallow. But let's see.
Let's see what you think after you try it.
I dropped a little topping of my chip. The chips on top are a little bit stale. That's okay.
That's really good, isn't it?
Yeah. Wow. The sweet and salty is perfect. Because the cookie, it's almost like a shortbread. It's very like kind of soft.
It's made with potato chips.
Oh, the whole thing is potato chips?
The shortbread is, or the shortbread cookie.
Wow. Yeah, it's like the perfect balance of salty and sweet. This is fantastic. And the marshmallow isn't gooey. It's just kind of creamy.
Yeah.
I love this. Is it as good as you remember?
Yeah. Just as messy as I remember.
I was gonna
too.
say it's very messy, and there's chocolate on the inside. I didn't realize that. Try it, buddy.
You gonna try a cookie? Give it a try.
What do you think, bud? Is it yummy? Oh, I think we love it. It's Jackson approved. I know, I'm sorry, I have it way zoomed in. Oh, sorry, I'm new
What's
here.
that? You're zoomed in? Oh, this is them saying that the...
At this time, boarding groups for Star Wars Rise of the Resistance are full.
He said, Daddy, give me more. I am so happy that we got in on Rise. We got a boarding group this morning. Thank you for... Tim woke up early to get us a boarding group.
Yeah.
And you did it. So here's something that I didn't mention, though, is that when I got off the ride, Tim goes, did you notice that a lot of the effects were not running? And I was like, no, I didn't notice. So I wonder if like just a regular guest who's not like, you probably...
Somebody who's ridden it like 30 times.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't even know that the effects weren't running. I had no idea. I was just happy to be there. I felt like it was such a great ride even without those effects. So there you go. I had an awesome time. I loved it.
All right, so real quick, I wanted to go over the prices of what we just ate. Jen's hot dog salad was $11.49. My hot dog, my BLTA dog, was $11.49. The Parmesan chips were $4.50, and then the sandwich cookie was $4.99. So
I think of everything, I think the sandwich cookie was worth the price for Disney pricing. But after listening to the prices of everything else, I think I'm more inclined to buy the sandwich cookie at that price than anything else.
So I also think that it's something to be mentioned is the full price of that whole meal. You guys saw everything that we ate. The 2 hot dogs, a hot dog and a salad, a dessert, and some chips. That was $34.99. Pretty darn expensive, but that's the way it is here at Walt Disney World. So here's the thing, being a dad is weird, because like you can't turn it off, right? So like take for instance, I was walking into the bathroom, there was a guy ahead of me wearing a Rush shirt, you know, like Neil Peart and everything, and there was a guy coming out of the bathroom, and he was running around the corner, they almost ran into him, and I almost said, man, that guy was in a real rush.
Sure.
I guess I did turn it off there. Just want to tell you guys my dad joke that I thought of, but I didn't say out loud, so I had to say it out loud.
Okay.
Just outside of the bathroom is the Majestic building. Glitz and glamour for every occasion. We're gonna head inside. It looks like we've got some stuff from Cruella. Like this purse here. Little wallet. A hat. Like a biker hat. The dress. Then I'm guessing this jacket too. Huh. It's an interesting jacket. And then there's also this Her Universe dress.
I'm confused. Oh, okay, so this goes like over one of her.
Then it says like Cruella, Rebel at Heart, or Rebel Heart. No rules.
Modern masterpiece.
What does this say? It should be fun.
Oh, all right. I like
Cool,
that.
but then like
we need to see the movie so we can understand what's happening here.
There's also this Her Universe shirt for $44.99, like a denim button down. It's easier to read what this one says. Cruella, modern masterpiece, no rules. It should be fun. It's a very short cut though. Oh, and there's a leather skirt too. Oh, this dress comes with the lacy top too. I like this one. No luck. It's all hard work. Evil by design. How much was this one? This one's $60 for this one. This shirt is $40. How much was the leather jacket? $109.99. What about the skirt? I don't think it's real leather either. $50 for the skirt. Are you Star Spangled?
Well, I was looking at this new set. This is a new arrival.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
It just looks so comfortable.
Yeah, how much is it?
I didn't look at the price. Let's see. $35 for the shorts.
Usually in the
$45 for the top.
Here's something that's new to me is this Beverly Sunset boutique is open now. It's been closed for the longest time. And that's where you buy all of your Pixar merchandise. All right, so we learned a lot of stuff today. We learned that Bo will scare you if you stand too close to him.
So we walked over here. Tim's like, do you want to go do our outro over by Bo? I was like, yeah, sure. We haven't seen Bo today. And then I turned around. I like forgot he was there, and I thought there was somebody standing just right behind you.
Right over my shoulder.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
He's right behind me, isn't he? So we learned that you can get a boarding pass and come at any time.
Well, I don't know if that's not. I don't know how true that is for us. So today we were a little bit late. I don't know how late we were. I don't know which boarding pass they were on when we got to the ride.
Forgot to ask because we got too excited.
Well, so we were boarding pass 21, or boarding group 21. And then when we got to the ride, our group was expired. It had already gone through.
Right.
So maybe we were just close enough to 21 that they just let us go through with no issue.
We'll have to try one day.
We just scanned our band and they didn't say anything at all.
Yeah.
So we were prepared to be like, oh, we're so sorry. Like, can we please let us on? But they were totally fine with it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true for every, like, I don't know how late you can be. Do you know what I mean? So that's just our experience.
Right. We learned that the hot dogs are delicious.
I think that I will get a hot dog next time and not the salad.
Right.
But I'm glad I tried it.
And we learned how rider swap worked for Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah, it was super easy.
Super easy. I do like Universal's better because they have a designated room in the air conditioning.
And that's what I said.
Where you could come in and like hang out and there's stuff to do.
Yeah.
Whereas like Disney is like, go out into the sun. Good luck.
Well, we did find a shady spot to sit, so that was good, but that may not always be the case.
Right.
Another thing I wanted to mention, because we met this really nice family, and they gave us some tips that we didn't know. So they planned their trip. They were from another state. They planned their trip. They wanted to go to the lightsaber, Savi's workshop, to do the lightsaber. They didn't know that bookings for that start 60 days out.
Right.
So they got here and they were like, oh no, we came, we wanted to do this, and there's no spots. It's all filled up. So they were able to book a spot this morning because somebody canceled.
Right.
So I didn't realize that the window for that opens 60 days in advance.
Right.
And they had mentioned that they watch a bunch of people and nobody had mentioned that.
Oh, okay.
So they were like, if you guys want to mention that, that might help somebody else who's planning to come and go to Savi's workshop.
Right. So if you want to build if you want to visit Savi's junkyard, then you should book that 60 days in advance.
Right.
Right, Bo?
Right. Right.
Right.
But they, like I said, they were able to take somebody's spot who canceled today. So they got it day of, but that was like a fluke thing.
Right. Don't plan on that.
Yeah.
It might happen, but it probably won't.
Right.
So
they did say that you could come very early and wait in the standby line, but that's another thing that you may not get in.
I just realized there are a bunch of people waiting outside the turnstiles right now, and I didn't understand why.
Oh, because it's almost 2.
It's almost 2. Park hopping hours is about to open up.
Oh.
So.
What time is it?
It's like 1:40, 1:45.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. I don't know. Interesting stuff happening today. All in all, a fantastic day. And with that being said, we are off. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Hi, we're the Holzebus, Peters, and Sanders family from Florida.
And now it's time to pay the price.